Sit down. I think that whether it's good or bad, depends what you think. If it can be good, or if you think good. For people who think good, people who think bad, it's bad for that. So it depends what you think. The weather, good, bad, depends what you think. Depends what you label. So with the augmentation emptiness, so use the example, simple, clear example. I introduced about the I. It's the I which exists, I which do not exist. So so that's the reality. Our action object, have mere level, it doesn't, things do not exist from its own side. It cuts off the existence from there. From there, it cuts off that. So that's the reality. Okay. Maybe sit down a little bit. Maybe with sit down. Yeah, everybody sit down. No, go on. The driver. Well, recent time when I was in Washington, we have a retreat place there. That's okay.
You only need one of the mics, probably don't need both. No, because he's got 3 different mics. You just need, you have to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I was supposed to go for a walk every day for health. Diabetes and not high blood pressure, but need to go down. Not high blood pressure, but need to go down, and diabetes. So, but I didn't get done. So one day, went for a walk from the retreat place to get down to the main road. So, down, there are two of the monks who take care of the retreat place, all the offerings, upstairs, 3 rooms, 3 large rooms, and downstairs, so all the water offering, huge water offering, many different times. Most of the water offering, then light offerings, much offering. I think 3, 4 rooms, I think. So every morning they spend a few hours to clean, to make offerings. So, yeah. There's a share in the Raja. So, besides 2 of the monks, so I was explaining to, we would do the walking meditation going down, related to the impermanence. Explain the basis that perfect 8 freedom traditions they received, and then usefulness and difficult to find again. And then anyway, not on death, definitely, but when the death will occur, is not indefinite. So anytime it can happen. So going down, how many seconds you have from now on up to the death. So as we're going down, present awareness finishing how many seconds after death. You see each walk, then so many seconds are finishing. Your lives become shorter, so rush, getting close to death. And of course, getting close to the lower realms. If your negative karma is not purified, even to practice Dharma, so getting so close to the lower realms, the hells and so forth. So the present awareness going down, and then coming up, introduce the monks, mainly the 2 monks. The object refuted at the 4th eye. Then you see, then coming up, introducing that, and then looking at it, looking hallucination at looking at the hallucination at that which is hallucination. So coming up that with that meditation. So then I spent them to the meditation. So it came up. Then what was understood, or they realized is understood is in reality, this real, Amitabha Pure Land Rich House, this name of the Rich House, Amitabha Pure Land Rich House. So there's something real, concrete, I mean, something real exists from there, you know, living in that house. So, see, so I came to the understanding that, yeah, it was not there. So it was not there. So you see, so when you believe so, true accident, unbelievable. Oh, you know, there's a real Washington, there's a job. So the American, what do you say? That through the meditation, then it's not there. That was so real. But of course, you see, my mind has been habituated with the ignorance from beginningless, not only from this morning, not only from birth, accused from, habituated with that belief, everything true. Habituated with this concept, you see, from beginningless rebirth, so habituated, so accustomed, so habituated with that. So you see, so because of that, then I could not stay in that awareness. Yes, that's the reality, but possible. You could not stay, your mind was supposed to stay in that state, but because habituated from beginningless rebirth. Can you imagine what mind is habituated with that wrong concept, with the ignorance, believing real? Well, habituated from beginningless rebirth, not from pure lifetimes, from beginningless rebirth. So you say, my mind is supposed to stay in that, but yeah, so. So, everything real. So it goes back. So that's so that's the story. So anyway, we went to back to. I was supposed to remember how we create the I, aggregates based to the label I, the aggregates. I is what is the label, and then based to be labeled I is aggregates. So mind to focus on aggregates, and that made up the label I. So merely imputed, merely means nothing from there. Total nothing there from there. That's true. Labeled, I. So maintain that, the reality. So we maintain, yeah. Then after that, then the body mind aggregate. Then form, sound, similitude, all the rest from like that, merely labeled by the mind. So things do not exist from inside. There's no real. There's nothing real. There's no real I. It's nothing. Rest is nothing real. It's appear to ignorance real, but reality there's no. Okay, so the I, for the I. So while the I is the mere name, mere leveled by mind, extremely subtle. What is I? So at the same time, so you come to see the same point. You see, should say, do not exist from its side, totally empty from its own side at the same time. By thinking it exists in mere name. So, by thinking dependent subtle dependent arising, you see the emptiness. Nothing exists from there. Nothing exists from there. I. There's no I from there. And that I seeing the I, even see the I empty of existing from its own side, real I. Then that causes to see, to realize that I exists in the mere name. So now the body and mind aggregates, and then gradually, as I said before, everything's meant to exist in mere name. So we have to see empty from its own side. Then practice awareness, conclusion, everything. Whole phenomena exists in mere name. So that means nothing exists from there. Totally empty from there. We need to even meditate much longer. But anyway, so now the next day, at the end, we see the I has to appear back, or the very level by the mind in the first, at the beginning. It has to appear back to you. So it should appear back to you, mere level by mind, as it happened just before, second, or even split second. But for us sentient beings, appear back. It's actually truly existing from societies and by nature, real I. The middle level I, then the one have to appear back then, and the middle level I, then the negative imprint piled or collected from beginning by ignorance. By ignorance holding the I truly existent, that one. Not just any ignorance, that particular ignorance. So root of samsara, your own root of samsara. So decorated on that middle level I, truly existent. Existing from inside, existing by nature, the real I, real one. Decorated or projected on that. So much real I, the false I. So practice awareness in this false I. So our mind has been habituated from beginning to the birth, this real I. Thinking this is true. Believing true from beginning to the birth. So habituated, you see. So it is false, but believing it's true, then habituated from beginning to birth. So we have to look at it false for a while. Mindfulness in that, looking at false. Object refuted. So our mind has to be habituated positive way, habituated looking at false. You see, we have been suffering the six realms of samsara, one after another, numberless times from beginning to birth. Unimaged, most unimaged, such as hell suffering, so numberless times. Because believing what I want appears real, believing that is true. Because due to this ignorance. From where all the delusion came, all the karma, all the suffering. This suffering, pain, suffering, change, various compound suffering. So that is so we have to habituate in a positive way that thinking is false. That's what we have to. That's what we have to get habituated. Practice the mindfulness in everyday life. We live the life. Meditation. The three principal aspects of enlightenment: renunciation, bodhichitta, right view, or the right view. We have put our effort, whole life, see, day and night, and looking at it false. What appears real from there. All that looking at it false, including the eye. So then in this way, even you have relationship, real relationship with the husband, with the wife, children, parents, or the friends, or enemies, whatever, you see. So so even you happen death, birth and death for you, for the family or your loved ones, whatever. You see, there's no real death. There's no real death and birth. There's no real old age, sickness, So only it's only the mere labeled one. There is nothing there. There's nothing there. Real death and real birth, no, not there. So including yourself, the family, or your loved ones. So we need to get habituated. The main practice, emptiness, the daily life is to get habituated positive way. Looking at all the real things appearing from there, all false, like the eye. Everything. Hell, enlightenment, samsara, nirvana, having problem, everything that was appearing from there. Then from your side, look at it, false. It's real. Instead of trusting true, false, as it is false. So that's what you need to train the mind. That's one of the most important meditation. Then you see one of the most important meditation in the life. So to free yourself from oceans of suffering, samsara, most unimaginable suffering, to free yourself forever. Then you have all sentient beings to free from oceans of suffering, samsara, forever. So all the material emptiness has the benefits of this, even without talking enlightenment. Can you imagine? It's the answer for everything. Answer for all the problems you don't like, all the answer for what to do, what you should do. Ultimate answer. Best psychology. Okay, so yeah, just like exactly like the eye, then you see, then real action, walking, real object, road, you see, yeah, here everything, and then real sky, real earth, real trees, so practice awareness, so there, looking everything, looking at the hallucination, that which is the hallucination, all that one, that's care of that, practice awareness. Complete in that. It's not there. Reality not there. So you see, so even if you have some problem, relationship or whatever happened in the family or yours, you see, then when you think that way, it's just a mere label. You see, what happens is mere labeled by mind. You see, there's no real thing. So then it brings incredible peace in your mind, even right now. You see, that it doesn't drive you crazy. It doesn't drive you crazy. You see, the grip brings your mind great peace, and it leads to liberation, enlightenment with the help of the bodhichitta. So that, okay, so that we continue walking with this awareness. So we don't talk. Whether not talking, then it distracts. Anything important, but we don't. So it's just with the mental awareness. So there's, you see, you can do, for example, from here you're going to Kathmandu, shopping or whatever, or pilgrimage or sightseeing or shopping or whatever. You can do the same thing from your room to Kathmandu and coming back. Or you can, when you go out, or you can do, and you come back, then you see, subtle demands, everything is just in the man, so you practice awareness in that, come back, so you can do that. Or the Nataman bodhichitta, or not, so you can do that. So, or just emptiness, as I've explained, three, looking the hallucination at that which is a hallucination, or the looking eye, this eye, it's merely level eye, the walking, merely level the walking, whatever, merely level road, or merely level the eye, merely level the paying money, merely level the sugar per to merely level the things, so you can do that, so that. So see, or looking at everything empty. So present awareness. So. Okay, so so good now. We'll go down, then go maybe stupa. Geshe-lama going to stupa, or go around maybe 5 times, maybe. Or 7 times, and then come back. Okay? Then we start. Then we start all over again. Okay, all right, say that incredible prayer when you go Good.